going on, guys, and welcome back to Born Offside. And we're joined by a special guest today, Adrian Mariappa. We discuss his time playing against Ronaldo and Messi. We also talk about the ALeague All-Stars, the Barca, and Maradona's jersey. Guess how much it sells for? Make sure you join us.
9 seasons in the Premier League, I believe my stats are correct. 18 professional years in the UK.
That's fucking
And then
mad.
you leave and it's Australia. Why Australia?
I think I just wanted something different, wanted to try something new. Like I said, I had some great years in the Premier League. I just want to try something different. So when this came up, it just was just the right timing, you know, and a lot of familiar faces at the club as well.
Okay.
People that I trust their opinions and stuff. And yeah, when I'd spoke to a lot of people who I know who are playing over here, living in Sydney and stuff, you know, they really sold it to me.
Yeah.
Weather being one of the best things, and rained every day since I've been here.
Now, you've played in Premier League, you obviously played in the A-League now. Like, what standard would you say that it compares to? Because that's the big question that people want to know.
Yeah, I think it's too hard to say. It's a totally different league in its own right. You know, you're comparing it to leagues where, you know, you've got squads of like 30 players. All of the under 23s players have their own squad, and the good ones will find their way into the first team squads, etc. You've got the elite of the elite, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different format here. Here you have a lot of young players who, given the opportunity, finding their way. You see some incredible goals here, which says there's a lot of quality. Obviously, you see players who are very talented as well. But then you see some stuff which is not so good as well, you know. But that's with any league, you know.
Some young players, obviously, they get that chance and they're probably ready. They're up to the standard. They're there. Do you feel like maybe there's some that they get their chance, but they might not have been ready if it was a different sort of setup?
You know, especially in England, you know, obviously the budgets are a lot bigger for starters. And there's a lot more at stake and on the line in terms of relegation, promotion. You know, here, I think, which is a good thing here for young players, I think is a brilliant place to come through and apply your trade. If you are going through bad form, etc., you know, you still got the opportunity to play, go through that, learn through that, because every young player goes through that. You know, I remember going through that, and my time at Watford when I was younger, it was similar in the fact of you know, they had to use the academy, didn't have the money just to go and buy whoever at that time. And you know, you saw a lot of players coming through, and that allowed me to come through, and people like Ashley Young and stuff get their chances and go on to do what they've done. So
The season's finished, but you're going to stay fit, and we'd love to see you play against Barcelona. How good is the opportunity to play in an All-Stars match? I mean, that's one of a kind.
you see it in America, I think. You know, they do stuff like that, and yeah, you know, it's the opportunity, one, to play against Barcelona, two, you know, it's obviously it's a big honour to even just be mentioned to represent and also, you know, like you said, I know people will laugh at it and stuff, but when you're playing week in, week out in the A-League, you know, it's something that, like I said, you're honoured and privileged to be a part of it, and there probably isn't a player that doesn't want to be involved.
It's one of the only countries that we don't play everyone at the same time in the final round, onside or offside, not playing everyone at the same time.
So wait, what? You don't play it? I'm confused.
So-
Wait, you don't play everyone at the same time?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Weird, right?
I was baffled with it as
no,
well.
no,
I thought the last game of the season, everyone plays at the same time, so it's, you know, like that's just how. Well, that's what I'm used to, I suppose.
No, that's offside.
That's bang offside.
Yeah, I
isn't
think that's a bit offside. We like the build up, don't we?
Yeah.
What was it like playing against? Was it Silva? All of them? What was that like?
Yeah, hated it, bro. I think I've got an aggregate score of like 22-0 or something in like 4 games.
Yeah,
It's
the
like,
pile up. Wow.
yeah.
But it's like at least you
They're
can
so good. On their day, unplayable. Just
Really?
unplayable.
It's like,
yeah.
really like, what is it? What's the gaffer saying at half time to that? Like, what's he saying? You can't really do much.
Yeah,
Once they get going,
yeah. We just couldn't stop them ever. Like it was so hard. Like just like they just had everything, pace, technique, everything, just picking holes in you. Like that. To be fair, the FA Cup final, I remember we had a 1-on-1 to begin the game. I'm thinking, if this goes in,
it's a different game, isn't
and
it?
it was like we just like.
I remember that.
It was like we prodded like a bee's nest. And
Yeah.
like, he was like, oh no.
That was
and
it.
then they came and just killed us.
FA Cup final, Chelsea taking on Liverpool. Thoughts, Orlando? Liverpool probably one of the best teams, if not the best team in the world at the moment. They look like no one can stop them. Spurs did a decent job of it on the weekend.
Yeah, I reckon 90 minutes. We always turn up for 90 minutes if it's a big occasion. So I'm obviously going to back the boys, but I reckon we got it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I reckon we got it.
You didn't sound convinced.
Do Watford need to stop sacking managers every 2 weeks and stick to a long-term project?
Yeah, I don't think it ever helps
Yeah.
when, especially the amount of turnaround that happens. You know, even like, you know, there's a big turnaround of players as well.
Yeah.
It can just become too much change. You know, so I think historically the seasons where Watford have done well in the Premier League, they've more often than not had the manager for at least that season.
Yeah.
You know, the first season they got promoted under the Pozzos was Quique Sanchez-Flores. Obviously got to the FA Cup semi-final that year. Javi Gracia, he had a bit of a longer stay as well. So like, I think the years where they have done well, I think, you know, evident to see. I think, like you said, a bit more stability, and you know what you're getting week in, week out.
Did we ask you who's the hardest player you ever played against? Did we ask you that?
I think Suarez gave me a good few torrids. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
He
He was tough to play against. Yeah.
Didn't bite you though, did he?
Nah, he didn't. I didn't get near enough to him for him to bite me. Yeah, so.
Onside or offside, leaving any football match early.
Offside, man. I think half of the Madrid fans are plastic anyway. I'll be real. Because like when I find a random Madrid fan in Australia, like, I'm like, what are you supporting Madrid for? Like, where did that come from? Where did that derive from? That's all I want to know. Like, what are the humble beginnings from a Madrid fan? You just saw Ronaldo, Benzema, whatever.
Success forever,
And you're
right?
like, you know what? I'm going for Madrid.
You've never been through the
And
mud.
you're like, oh, what's the A-League? I don't even have an A-League club.
Yeah,
Alright, cool.
yeah.
Yes, that's what I feel out personally anyway. So,
You played against that Ronaldo that I love, right? You played against that young winger flair Ronaldo in his first stint at Man United, didn't you?
Yeah.
And how have you? Obviously, he's now won all the accolades, all the Ballon d'Ors. He's a striker. He's a poacher. But as fans watching, we miss that Ronaldo. How was it playing against that Ronaldo? Like, did you know he'd go on to do this?
Yeah, the season I played against him, I think the season before he scored like it was like 40 goals or whatever.
Right, so
He
he
done
was
the
already,
he done the that goal he scored against Portsmouth, the free
oh,
kick. So like he was already at a stage where like everyone after training is trying to hit the ball like how's he done that? Like the ball should not move like that, you know. So
He's getting close to 40.
that's crazy.
Any chance you can give him a buzz, get him over here?
I can. Yeah.
I ain't got them.
I'll say yeah. Heard about the Sydney weather. Yeah. So.
You would have been asked 1,000 times this one, but you played against the two of them, so you got actually a valuable opinion on this. Messi, Ronaldo.
Messi.
Yeah. It's just
It's
what
my
he
opinion.
what he does on the ball just seems unattainable. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I just think he's just like he's a genius, isn't he?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the stuff he does, I just don't think we're gonna see again. You know,
What have you made of the VAR as a defender who probably likes that push and pull aspect of the game in the box? Like, there's probably little things you like to get away with.
I can't stand VAR.
Right.
Or I just don't know if it's being used poorly, but you know, some of the calls in the ALeague with the VAR, seriously, have been shocking.
Yeah, well, no, we
when,
always call about. There was the Central Coast one
Against City, yeah.
That
It was a
one
free kick outside the box, and
that
then they should have
was
had a penalty inside the box. I was like,
was
what is going on? Like,
Who's up there? Like, who is watching
Oh,
this?
That's appalling. I don't even know.